morning, dear students. Welcome back to mathematics class. I wish you all a happy and prosperous new year. How are you all? Hope you all are fine and safe at home. Today we are going to learn chapter 3 and 4. First we will learn chapter 3, that is about measurements. In this chapter we will learn non-standard units of length and standard units of length, weight and capacity. First, let us learn the non-standard units of length. In earlier days, we used different parts of our body to measure the length of various objects. For example, handspan, footspan, face, fingers, and cubit. These are non-standard units of measurements of length. To understand these non-standard units of length, let us watch this video.
Measuring length. We can use the handspan, the footspan, or the cubit to measure smaller lengths. What do you mean by handspan? Handspan is the distance from the tip of the thumb to the tip of the little finger on an outstretched hand. Lisa is measuring her maths textbook with the help of handspan. Let's measure 1, 2. So, the length of her maths textbook is 2 handspans. Now, let's see what you mean by footspan. Footspan is the distance from the tip of the toe to the heel of the foot. Look, Lisa is measuring the length of the classroom with her footspans. Let's measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So, the length of the classroom is 20 footspans. Now, let's see how to measure with cubit. Cubit is the length from the elbow to the end of the fingers. Now, Lisa is measuring the side of the table with her cubit. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, the length of the side of the table is 4 cubits.
These measurements are different when different people use their handspan or footspan, because the length of the hand or foot are different from person to person. So we need to use some standard units for measuring length. Different instruments are used to measure length. We use a ruler or a measuring tape to measure the height of a person or the length of an object. We measure small lengths such as the length of a comb, length of a spoon, and length of toothbrush in centimeters. In short, centimeter is written as cm. We measure longer lengths such as the length of a room, height of a tree, and length of a car in meters. In short, meter is written as m. Kilometer is used to measure longer distances. For example, distance between your school to home and distance between two cities, etc. In short, kilometer is written as km. Now let us do this exercise. Fill in the blanks with centimeter, meter, or kilometer. First one, the length of a chilli is measured in dash. Yes, centimeter is used to measure the length of a chilli. Second one, the height of a building is measured in dash. Yes, Meter is used to measure the height of a building. Third one, the distance between Mumbai and Delhi is measured in dash. Yes, kilometer is used to measure the distance between Mumbai and Delhi. Our next topic is measuring weight. We use a weighing scale to measure weight. An electronic weighing scale gives exact weights. We use grams and kilograms to weigh things. Gram is used to weigh light objects. Symbol G is used to denote gram. Kilogram is used to weigh heavier objects. In short, kilogram is written as kg. We buy lighter items in grams. And heavy items like rice, atta, dal and vegetables are weighed in kilograms. Look at the picture. Here an apple is 100 gram and a chocolate is 3 gram. Here a basket full of mangoes, that is 2 kilogram, and a large pumpkin is 5 kilogram. Next topic is measuring capacity. Capacity is the amount of water or any other liquid a vessel can hold. Here, a big jar can hold more water than a cup. So we can say that the capacity of the jar is more than the capacity of the cup. When we need to measure liquid quantities, we use milliliters and liters. Milliliter is used to measure small quantities of liquid. We use ml to denote milliliter. For example, a dose of medicine is measured in milliliter. We use liter to measure larger quantities of liquid. The letter L denotes liter. For example, milk is measured in liter. Look at the picture. Here a spoonful of tonic is 5 milliliter and a cup of coffee is 200 milliliter. Here is an example of 1 liter milk packet and 15 liter of water. Children, shall we do this exercise? Write milliliter or liter for each. Number 1. A dose of medicine is measured in dash. Correct answer is milliliter. So you write ml. Number 2. Seema buys 2 liter of milk every day for her family. Number 3. Rajat used 30 milliliter of tomato ketchup while cooking lunch for a group of 3. I hope you understood standard units of length, weight and capacity. Now we are moving to our next chapter, that is chapter 4, money. Money is very important in our daily life. We need money to buy many things. Indian money is in the form of coins and notes. Coins are made of metal and notes are made with paper. Paper money is called currency. In India, the money we use is rupees and paise. We use letter P to denote paise and RS to denote rupees. Here we have some coins like 50 paise, 1 rupee, 2 rupees, 5 rupees and 10 rupees. We also have currency notes like 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 50 rupees and 100 rupees. Children, here we have some coins and notes. We have to add them to get the total value of money. First one, 5 rupees plus 2 rupees. What is the total value of that money? Yes, 7 rupees. Next one, 2 rupees plus 1 rupee is equal to 3 rupees. Next one, 10 rupees plus 5 rupees is equal to 15 rupees. Next one, 20 rupees plus 10 rupees. What is the total value of that money? Yes, 30 rupees. Next one, 50 rupees plus 20 rupees. What is the total value of that money? Yes, 70 rupees. I hope you understood the addition of money.